Hi, welcome. Here's your HMH lesson for today. Today, what we're doing for HMH is I'm just going to go ahead and reread. We're going to reread some poems together. And after we reread these poems, we're going to go back and answer these questions on the worksheet. So today we're doing the Elements of Poetry worksheet. This is located in your reading packet from last week. We never finished it. It's page 256. We're going to be doing this together. Because the questions are a little difficult and I want to make sure you understand them. After doing this, then you're going to go back and take the quiz, and that's all you're doing for HMH today. So, right now, I want us to read The Big Brown Moose together, and then we'll go back and answer the questions. Class? If you are done writing, I want you to read this with me. Okay, let's read it together. Onliners, get ready. We're going to read it together. Open your book. If you need time to open your book, pause the video now. Okay, now that you're back, let's get ready. Big Brown Moose by Joyce Sidman. I'm a big brown moose. I'm a rascally moose. I'm a moose with a tough, shaggy hide. And I kick and I prance and a long-legged dance with my moose mama close by my side. I shrug off the cold and I sneeze at the wind and I swivel my ears in the snow. And I tramp and I tromp over forest and swamp 'cause there's nowhere a moose cannot go. I'm a big brown moose, I'm a ravenous moose, as I hunt for the willow and the yew. With a snort and a crunch, I rip off each bunch, and I chew, and I chew, and I chew. When together we slump in a comfortable clump, my mountainous mama and I give her a nuzzle, a velvety muzzle, our frosty breath drifts to the sky. I'm a big brown moose, I'm a slumberous moose, I'm a moose with warm snuggy hide, and I bask in the moon as the coyotes croon with my moose mama close by my side. That was beautiful. All right. So if I go back to the worksheet, it says poets are special features to make poems look and sound good. Rhythm. Right now when we were reading, there was rhythm. There was a beat, right? Rhythm happens when words end in the same sound. Repetition is when they repeat words over and over, like and I chew, and I chew, and I chew. Poets may break lines into stanzas to give their poems a visual pattern. Stanzas are like paragraphs, but to poems. They're parts of the poem. They often use descriptive language to help readers picture what they see. So it says, how is the poem arranged, the poem that we just read? If we look at it, how many stanzas are there in this poem? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 stanzas. Well, how many lines are in each stanza? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 lines, and even here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On each stanza, there are 6 lines. So your answer to that question would be each stanza has 6 lines. The next question says, why do you think the poet did this? The poet did this to make the poem look and sound good. And then the third question says, why do you think the poet used repeating lines in the poem? The author uses repetition to draw attention to those lines and help readers remember it better. And I munch, and I munch, and I munch. He's trying to show you that it's really chewy. He's just munching, munching, munching. Right? All right. And then there was one more question that was, how do the describing words add to the poem? How did the describing words add to the poem? They build pictures in my mind, don't they? Let's go back and read this part of the poem where it says, when together we slump in a comfortable clump, my mountainous mama and I. Is this mom big or small? She's big. He's comparing her to a mountain. He says our velvety muzzle. That means their nose feel like velvet. They're soft and they muzzle. They put each other's noses to each other. Our frosty breath drifts to the sky. Can you imagine that the smoke coming out of their mouth drifts to the sky? Why do you guys think that there's smoke coming out of their mouth? Yes? Yes, Dominic? Because it's cold and their bodies are warm. And when it's cold outside and your bodies are warm and you breathe, it looks like smoke is coming out of your mouth, right? So the describing words add to the poem to help me make a picture in my mind and better understand the poem. So let's add that part to our answer. The describing words help, and again, if you don't have room, make sure you write this on a piece of paper and we'll staple it later. The describing words help me make a picture in my mind and better understand the poem. All right, so onliners, if you need some time to write, this is your answer for number 1. This is the complete answer. This is the complete answer for this whole question right here. All right, so if you need some time to copy this down, go ahead and pause the video now. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to the next poem. Let's read the next poem. We're going to read this poem. Oh, this is a song, actually. We're going to read this song together. You ready? We're going to listen to it first, and then we'll read it.
Over in the meadow.
We can read with her, though. Let's read it with her. Over in the meadow.
Over in the meadow, in the sand, in the sun, lived a sweet mother frog and her little froggy one. Croak, said the mother. I croak, said the one. So they croaked and they croaked in the sand, in the sun. Over in the meadow, in the stream so blue,
lived a shiny mother fish and her little fishies too. Swim, said the mother. We swim, said the two. So they swam and they swam in the stream so blue. Over in the meadow on a branch of the tree lived a wise mother bird and her little birdies 3. Sing, said the mother. We sing, said the 3. So they sang and they sang on a branch of the tree. Let's keep going. Over in the meadow, at a den near the shore, lived a mighty mother wolf and her little cubs 4. Howl, said the mother. We howl, said the 4. So they howled and they howled at their den near the shore. Over in the meadow, in a busy bee hive, lived a fuzzy mother bee and her little bees 5. Buzz, said the mother. We buzz, said the 5. So they buzzed and they buzzed in a busy bee hive. Awesome. That's great. All right, let's go back to the questions. All right, so we're now on the second set of questions, page 60 to 62. Why do you think Over in the Meadow begins this way, and how is it organized? What they mean is, why do you guys think that it begins this way? What are these symbols? These are music symbols, right? Okay, so the text is a song. Don't you think it's a song? Yeah. And it's organized in, it is in numbered stanzas or verses with 4 lines in each. So let's count how many lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each stanza has how many lines? Each stanza has 4 lines. That's how it's organized. So over in the meadow, this is the answer to the second part, which is right here. The answer is over in the So over in the meadow begins this way because it is a song. It is organized in numbered stanzas with 4 lines each. Okay, so that's the answer for the second question. If you need some time to write this down, pause the video now. Okay, so now that we've reread the poem and talked about the elements of poetry and completed the worksheet together, you have to finish the quiz on your own. So go ahead and take out the quiz at home in the wild and complete that on your own. Do use the book to help you, okay? That is all we are doing today. If you can't find the worksheet elements of poetry, let me know. I'll either resend it or you can just do this on a scratch sheet of paper. It should be located in your baggies from last week, stapled in your reading packet. But again, if you can't find them, let me know and I will resend them to you. If you have any questions, ask please, and I will see you later. Bye.